After their wedding, everyone blessed and showered them with so much love. Jungkook was sitting in the living room, playing game on his tab. Then, Inwoo came. Inwoo and Jungkook were not good friends. Hey Jungkook, Inwoo called him playfully. Hi, he replied while playing the games. What are you doing here? Inwoo asked. Can't you see? He asked while pointing toward his tab. I can, but I can't see your wife. Where is he? He asked. Don't know, he replied while still busy with his games. What? How can you say that? You don't know today is year and Taeyoung's first night. You're a married man. Now doesn't behave like a kid, he said, and rolled his eyes at Jungkook. Jungkook looked at him and jumped out of the sofa. Oh yeah, how can I forget? Today is our first night. I'm so dumb, he said while wiping his forehead. Yes, you are. If I was you, then I was with Tae right now. Inwoo said, but you're not. And Tae is mine, he said, and glared at Inwoo. He didn't like Inwoo's word and ran toward Taeyoung's room. Inwoo just shrugged his shoulder and went to the dining room to the dinner. When Jungkook came to meet that little bride, Jimin stopped him. What? Am I not allowed to meet my wife? Jungkook asked. Is Jin? And Jimin looked at him and shook their head as no. A little foam appeared on their forehead. He looked at Taeyoung and smiled. Tae, baby come. Let's go to my room, Jungkook said while extending his hand toward him. Everyone looked at him with winded eyes. Taeyoung smiled and getting up and was about to take his hand when Miss John stopped him. What, Mama? Jungkook asked. You can't take him with you, she said with a smile. And why so? He's mine, and today is our first night, Jungkook said. Miss John and Jin were mouth would go winded, and his choice of word, Taeyoung, was shy smile and looking down. Jungkook grabbed Taeyoung's hand and was about to leave when Miss Jan held his hand to stop him as he came to her senses. Now what, Mama? He asked irritatedly. Miss John didn't say what to just and stared at him. Who told you about this first night and all? Miss John asked. No one, he said and shrugged his shoulder. Then how did you know about that? Jin asked while raising his eyebrows. Hyung, I see in a drama, so I know this. After marriage, the wife goes to his husband's house and his room, and it's called first night, Jungkook said innocently. So now, let us go, he demanded, and everyone smiled at his innocence. That demands. You can't take him, son, until you and Taeyoung complete your studies, Miss John said, and kneeling in front of him. Do you mean I have to wait until my exams are over? Jungkook said sadly. No, you have to wait for 10 years, Miss John replied. What? Jungkook yelled in shock, and they would look at him and keep looking at everyone. Yes, son, you both are kids now, so you both have to wait at least 10 years for your first night, Miss John said and smiled, looking both of them. I'm not a kid, Tae is a kid, Jungkook said pointing toward Taeyoung. No, I'm not. Look, I'm your bride. You can't call me a kid. Don't argue. Yes, you're a kid. That's why we can't go to my room for our first time because you're always scared at night and go to Mama's room to sleep. Such a kid. Jungkook said and rolled his eyes at Taehyung. No, I am not. They whimpered while a tear filled in his eyes. No, they don't cry, baby. He's a kid, Jin said, and Jimin nodded. No, I'm not. Look, he's crying, not me. He's a kid. Jungkook, shut up, Jin said while crying at him. But Hyun, shut up, everyone. He cut off by Miss John as John took Taehyung and Jungkook's hand. Listen, they, and you both are kid until you both complete your education. You can't stay together in that. Neither do you both would tell anyone of this family that you are married. This is a secret. Miss John said, and they were both listening to her, but didn't say anything. Promise? Miss John asked while extending her palm toward them. They looked at each other for a second, and then to Miss John. Promise. They said in a union and promised him, taking his hand, smiled, and hugged him. Now go, Jungkook, Miss John said to Jungkook, and Jungkook looked at Taehyung for the last time and walked out of their room. After dinner, they all went to their room while Jungkook came to Taehyung's room. They was about to sleep when Jungkook entered his room. He turned and looked at him. What are you doing here? They asked while went in front of him. I'm here to say sorry, he said while expanding a beautiful red rose. Then look at him, and then a rose, then again at him. For what? They asked, crossing his arm in front of him. I made you cry on our first night, so that's why I feel really sorry, he said, making a cute puppy face. Then couldn't stop himself from smiling. It's okay, Cook, he said, took the rose from his hand. Now go and sleep. Taehyung said and turned to go, but Jungkook held his wrist to stop him. They looked back at him and asked, What, Cook? I have to say something, Jungkook said and gave him a J alphabet locket chain. What is this, Cook? They asked, looking at the locket. You can't see it. This is a locket, idiot, he replied and laughed. They narrowed his eyes at him and he shrugged. Okay, this is a gift, your wedding gift, he said. But Cook, this locket is your favorite, and Mama gave you this on your last birthday. And most importantly, this is your name locket. They said, and trying to give back that locket, but he shook his head. I know it's mine, but yours too. So, what belongs to me is here, Jungkook said and grinning ear to ear. Taehyung blushed and looked down. But still, Cook, they were saying, but Jungkook interrupted. Listen, after marriage, husband give his wife a wedding gift, and I don't have anything else to give you. As my wedding gift, expect this locket. After, I'm really wanted to give you something which always remind you that you are mine, he said proudly, and the word was my wife. His confession made him really happy. Taehyung smiled and looked at the locket in his hand, and they gave it back to him. What did they? You didn't like it? Jungkook asked, made him sad face. No, I really like it, but they said, but hurriedly stopped, and in the middle. But what? Jungkook asked while raising his eyebrows. I want you to make you wear this locket, he said shyly while playing his fingers. Jungkook smiled and nodded his head. He came in front of him and wore him a locket. They both looked at each other and smiled happily. Now my gift, he asked, expanding his hand. They look at his hand and then him. I don't have anything to give you, Taeyoung said while feeling embarrassed. It's okay, Tae, but you can give me one thing, he said while a small smirk was playing on his face. What? They asked, and he said, putting his finger on his cheeks. Taeyoung looked at him with winded eyes. What? No. What? Yes. But Cook, this is not a gift, he said while looking at his hand, which was playing with his fingers. It is, he said. Who told you that? They looked at him and raising his eyebrows. I see in a movie, a boy gave him a gift and then asked her to return gift, but she said she had nothing to give him, and he said that she can kiss him as a gift, he said while grinning cutely. They didn't say anything, but he was again looking at his hand. So, can you? He asked for a little closer, his face, and they looked up at him for some time, and then smiled shyly before nodding his head slightly. Jungkook is coming closer to him.